Is it working now? Okay, cool. Hi. I had to restart my VTube studio because for some reason it wasn't tracking me. So, glad to see that it's working now. Hold on, I gotta do the VTuber thing. Hey, LMAO! Greetings, Earthlings! My name's Yuki Koyuki. Welcome back to Koyuki channel. Everyone chill and just have fun and entertain yourselves for 1 second. Hi, Potty. I need to eat peanut butter toast for like 1 sec. This is for you. Take good care of it. Get back after the stream, whatever I say. God, I regret. So, I made peanut butter toast, right? And I put honey on it. And I'm regretting putting honey on it. Because the toast is like kind of warm. So it's making it like melt. And it's getting all over my hands. And just, my life is pain and suffering. I just want to eat food. God. I woke up with my alarm today, which was at like 10. But I did not want to get up, guys. I was so tired. Because I slept in until like 3 yesterday. When I got home from the pizzeria. And like that messed up my whole entire day. No, it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before yesterday, right? Well, it's peanut butter messiest of all spreads, straight up, high key. And I mixed it with honey so that it like actually tastes good. It doesn't just taste like peanut butter. And it's so messy, dude. Like, I'm gonna need to go on BRB here in a minute to wash my hands after I'm done eating. It's just so bad. Genuinely one of the worst toast experiences I've ever had. Like, this is one of my favorite snacks. Because, like, relatively healthy, peanut butter, banana slices. You know, it's got good shit for you in it, but my God, is it messy to eat at your desk. And it just is hard to talk with, too. Do you hear it? Can you hear it? Yeah. Anyway, so me and my friends are going to a Ren fair. I think not next weekend, but the weekend after next. So that's pretty exciting. The only problem is, like, we live in Texas, right? So I wanted to fursuit at the Ren fair because there's actually there's a lot of furries in my general area. You know, I live in a tiny town, like 45 minutes outside of the biggest city, but the biggest city that I'm closest to has a lot of furries. So I want to go see other furries because, you know, wherever nerds congregate, there's going to be furries, right? And I really want to go and I want to be a furry too, where there's going to be other furries, but it's going to be like 100 degrees when we're going to go because it's going to be like towards the end of May. And that's just straight up summer. That's just summer here in Texas. So I'm realizing that I'm probably not going to get to fursuit. So what's the point of putting together a cute outfit that I can wear with my fursuit if I'm not going to be able to fursuit? I swear. I have the worst goddamn hobby. Like, I love making fursuits. I love fursuiting, but I have next to zero opportunity to actually do it because of the goddamn weather in my area. It sucks. I'm so sad. Like, I'm high-key sad about it. Especially because I don't know if I've shown you guys Yuki Fox. I know I've never worn Yuki Fox on stream because I don't have a face cam set up. But I put a lot of work into my Yuki Fox fursuit. I want an opportunity to wear it, and like, even if I go places with air conditioning, it's still gonna be ungodly hot because the instant you go outside, you're gonna die because it's gonna be like 102 degrees, and it's the worst. Anyway, I'm just complaining. Anyway, so I'm still working on the Furby fursuit I was working on a couple weeks ago. I took a little bit of a break from working on it because my fanfiction started taking, like, a huge, like, amount of my attention. But I finally pulled the trigger and I told all my readers on AO3 that I'm gonna be updating every 2 weeks instead. So I'm not touching my fanfiction this whole week so I can work on Furby fursuit. And I think after I'm done streaming here today, I'm gonna have to go shave the Furby head because I was gonna finish making the neck today, but I realized I think I might be out of black fur for the neck because I originally started making this Furby fursuit to use up what I had in my box left over after making Yuki Fox because I had a lot of black fur and I had a lot of like ivory fur after making Yuki Fox, and oh my god, oops, haha, I don't think I have enough black fur for the neck, which means I'm gonna need to get more black fur. Which is fine. This is fine. I guess I could, like, get... Because the reason I'm trying to use up this black fur is because it's okay quality black fur. Like, it's fine. It's soft, it brushes good, it's not, like, cheap trash garbage black fur. But it is, like, a little too long, and I know I could get higher quality fur if I went through a more reputable dealer. Because this black fur I bought, like, ages and ages ago when I was first starting fursuit making. And it was just, like, on sale at Joann's, and the only reason I bought it is because it was cheap, and it wasn't, like, trash quality like all the other black fur at Joann's. So, I'm definitely gonna order some, like, good fur from, like, Big Z or Howl Fabric. I apologize for Peanut Butter Mouth, by the way. I apologize for just, like, using the chatting section as my fucking diary. But it's okay, it's the middle of the night. Who cares? I certainly don't. No one cares. Yeah. But yeah, I was gonna try and stream last night too, but I, like, super slept in, and I was like, nah, we're vibing, we're just gonna sew tonight, it's whatever. So. Anyway, how are you? I know I mentioned that, like, the last couple times I've streamed that we'll read comments from other VODs, but I don't think I've gotten any, so, if you're watching the VOD, leave a comment and maybe I'll read it next stream. Because I do at the very least like to read them, and I like to give, like, likes and hearts and stuff. I'm very liberal with my hearts. Oh. Anyway. So I know I did the little impulse new outfit for Toon Yuki, last time we streamed. But I think today I'm just gonna work on the Foster's, pattern today. Just cause, I don't know, feel like doing some brainless line art. I'm also really feeling video essays. I watched, like, a 5-hour video essay on Chris Chan yesterday. I watched a 5-hour Let's Read documentary on Sonichu. Like, the guy reads Sonichu, he summarizes the issues, he summarizes the chapters, and he gives you the context for not just what's going on in the comics, but what was going on in Chris's life at the time he was writing the comics, which made the narrative decisions, which led to the narrative decisions he made in Sonichu. There we go. Utterly fascinating. It was like my second or third time watching that documentary. I swear, I promise I'm not becoming a Christorian, but I'm utterly fascinated by the phenomena of Sonichu. I don't really care about Chris himself. Like, Chris himself is fun to point and laugh at, but honestly, fuck the guy. He sucks. Like, he's a grown-ass man who has, like, everyone in his life failed him, including him. It's so sad. He's pathetic. Hey, artist, how you doing? I'm eating peanut butter. You should listen to Dance Now by Joey Valence and Bray. You won't regret it. Aren't we all Christorians? Have I attracted, like, the Christian fandom to my channel? Because, okay, actually, hold on. Do you guys want to hear me talk about Sonichu? Like, do you want to hear me talk about Sonichu? Because I infodumped to Syl for like an hour the other day after watching the documentary about how I would fix Sonichu. Hey, Venbuilds, how you doing? Okay, I'm gonna finish my peanut butter toast. I'm gonna wash my hands, and then I will infodump to you guys about Sonichu. Oh god, I have so much peanut butter in my mouth. Regret. Oh, regret. I was gonna say something else, but I put a big bite of toast. Okay, I can talk again. Hi. Anyway, so, you guys know, I have this idea for videos I want to make for the channel, and I think the reason that I haven't started making videos is all of my video ideas are going to be like hour and a half long epics, and I'm afraid. I do this thing, okay, I do this thing a lot, where I intimidate myself out of working on projects, and that's part of the reason why I haven't rigged my high-res model yet, right? You guys know, there's deep lore. I have a very high-quality, high-res anime girl model that it's basically done. It's ready to be rigged. And I haven't rigged it yet because I'm not confident enough in my rigging skills to rig a super fancy anime girl model. I intimidated myself out of working on it. Same fucking problem with making videos, right? Because I have all these ideas for like, oh, rebooting franchises I like. Making really cool OCs and telling you guys all about them. You know, I have this season 4 of Xiaolin Showdown that lives in my head. And it's lived in my head for like 10 years at this point. I've had this OC forever. And I want to tell you guys about it. I want to tell people about it. But I'm afraid of making a video about it because I'm afraid it won't actually be good. Yeah. And the extra funny thing is, I can do really, really cool things when I actually sit down and do them. Like, we just broke 200,000 words on my Pokemon fanfiction that I started on a whim in 2017. And I just recently picked up again. So, like, I could make a really cool 2-hour Christian video if I really wanted to. I'm just afraid. Yeah, so that's fun. Fun fact, when I first heard about Sonichu, I thought it was a joke. Like, I thought it was like Ouija, made to be a dumb joke that was never meant to be taken seriously. I don't blame you. Chris Chan was 22 when he wrote the first issue of Sonichu, and he draws like an actual 12-year-old. Like, you know how when you were in middle school, and you drew really silly, cringy stuff in your notebook on lined paper, and you were really, really proud of it because you drew the eyes really, really cool, and then you look back on it in 10 years, and you were like, oh my god, I can't believe what a cringy middle schooler I was. That's Chris Chan's art, unironically. The man has no self-awareness. And yeah, I'm gonna keep misgendering him, because I don't, like, call me a transphobe. I'm literally non-binary. There's actually a really, really good video about Chris Chan's gender identity. That's like 40 minutes long. And it breaks down the reasons why certain people do not respect his gender identity. Yeah, he doesn't deserve the pronouns. I'm like, okay, that's really, that's a good way to concisely explain why people don't respect Chris Chan. The problem is, like, it's very concise and it makes a lot of sense, and I understand what you mean because I agree with you. But that exact phrasing is also used to deny human rights to people who, like, deserve them. Everyone deserves basic human rights, right? Like, no one here is arguing for that. But Christian is fundamentally so mentally deficient, he does not truly comprehend, like, what it is to be transgender, because his entire like idea of gender comes from gender stereotypes from cartoons, right? Like, I know we can't exactly hold 2007 Chris to the standards of 2023 Chris, but if you look versus 2007 to, like, even, like, 2017 Chris, to, like, modern day Chris, you can see the same through lines of his transphobia and homophobia, even though he is now trying to embrace the labels that the queer community gives him. Is he still in jail or did he die? He is out on bond. He is currently in a halfway house, like, adult care facility. He's kind of like a Bigfoot cryptid around Virginia right now. There's been sightings of him at, like, malls and Walmarts and shit, but he is not online yet because we believe there's a court order that he cannot be online. Because he was released due to court order. Because he served the minimum the minimum possible sentence in Virginia for what he did, basically. Spoiler alert, Christian fucked his mom. He served the minimum sentence, right? So if he were to serve any more time after that, and then like, when he is sentenced, get less time. So if you were to, like, so he's currently served the minimum possible sentence. This is how I understand it. I am not a lawyer. I am not, like, in the legal system. I don't know exactly what I'm talking about. I am just parroting things that I have read online. Take it with a grain of salt. He has served the minimum possible sentence, right? And he has not been sentenced and found guilty in a court of law yet. So, if he were to serve more time while he is awaiting trial, and then during the course of that trial, he is given the minimum possible sentence, then his time served would become illegal detainment. Does that make sense? I hope I make sense. I feel like I don't make sense. Also, I finished my peanut butter toast. Give me, like, 1 second, and I'm going to go wash my hands really, really quick, okay? So, be right back. Ha! Look at him go! Look at him go! Look at him all dance! I love these guys. They're so cute. I love this BRB screen. Okay, be right back. Oh my god. I've literally got such gross little sticky fingers. Hello, dolls. Mr. the Animal decided he didn't want to be in my room anymore, so he is now outside in the box. Not like outside, but like outside in the living room in the box. Hold on. Hello, I'm back. Did you miss me? If you didn't miss me, I'm gonna cry. I'll do it. I'll cry. I've never cried on stream, but I'll induct myself into the classic YouTuber thing and start crying on stream. I'll do it. Tell me you missed me. Now I'm in the box for safekeeping. Burner, burner. You can't win me. I can't beat beats. I miss you guys too. I'm glad I'm finally, like, figuring out how to stream at least a little bit again. It's nice. I'm really enjoying the more casual stream setup, too. I like just kind of doing whatever the hell I want instead of feeling like, oh crap, I gotta do an activity. You know? It was one of the things that was, like, kind of low-key stressing me out about doing YouTube was, like, at the start of the week, I was like, oh shit! What am I gonna stream this week? But now I'm just like, fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. Yeah. Hold on, I'm drinking chocolate milk. Okay, hi. I'm gonna start drawing, and I will just start, like, info dumping to you guys about Sonichu, okay? Because I mentioned earlier, right, that I talked to Syl. Like, I was hanging out with Syl the other day. I literally came out of my loving the late night streams. Kitchen one feels like finding a diamond. I'm glad you guys like it. I'm glad you guys are having fun with it. It's nice. It's nice. I like just being able to come on here and kind of just do whatever the hell I want. And, like, hashtag content be damned, you know? Anyway, so I was talking to, so I came out, the other day after, you know, having been working on stuff all night, and I was talking to Syl, and I was like, you know, the worst part about Sonichu, right, is that the idea of a crossover between, Pokemon and Sonic is actually kind of a fun idea, right? Like, I'm pretty sure everyone can agree with me that it's a fun thought to think about how Sonic and the Pokemon world could potentially cross over, right? And the problem with how it's done in Sonichu is the issue is that Chris is fundamentally a bad writer, right? Sonichu is as much a power fantasy and Chris working through his issues with the world at large as it is a fictional narrative about characters, right? About characters, about conflict, etc., etc. So, how could you potentially make the concept of Sonichu being Sonic the Hedgehog fuses with a Pikachu and goes on superhero adventures, how could you make that good? The obvious answer is remove Chris from the equation. Like, 10 out of 10, remove Chris out of the equation. And also, another problem with Sonichu is in the first issue of Sonichu, right, we see that Sonic the Hedgehog is fighting the ultimate chaos monster in Station Square, right? Station Square is a setting in the Sonic universe. It is not a setting in the Pokemon universe. However, Pokemon are living in the Sonic universe. There is no concrete reconciliation of the lore between Sonic the Hedgehog and Pokemon, right? We are just expected to accept, hey, we're in the Sonic universe, or maybe we're in the Pokemon universe, and Sonic stuff is here, or maybe Pokemon stuff is in Sonic. We're given, there's no actual development of the setting beyond the necessary bullshit Chris needs for his power fantasy, which is how we end up with Quickville, a vaguely American town, and in a vaguely American setting, even though there's Pokemon and cartoons and etc., all running around in this setting, right? And this is all well and good for, like, a power fantasy kind of comic, but if we're going to make it actually good, there needs to be a fundamental rework of the setting to make the reconciliation of the lore of Sonic and the lore of Pokemon fit together in a way that is cohesive and is satisfying for the viewers and the audience so that they can suspend their disbelief, right? That's my... Ow, I just bumped my hand against the monitor. That's my first issue with Sonichu, is just the fundamental basics of the setting, right? And that is, if you fix the Chris Chan problem, like if you just take Chris's self-insert character out of the equation, if you just completely write out Chris's character doesn't exist, Chris's character never exists, and you just make it about Sonichu, that goes a long way to fixing the story. And if you fix those fundamental, setting issues, that goes another long way towards fixing the story and making the story of Sonichu actually consumable to an audience. So, how I personally would fix these issues, right? Chris, obviously, just writing out Chris just doesn't exist. And then from there, all of the stupid plot points that happened because of Chris, they no longer exist, and you can now just play with the setting once the setting is also fixed. So characters like Mary Lee Walsh no longer exist. Characters like Megagi, she doesn't exist anymore. Megtoon doesn't exist anymore. All of these like self-insert characters don't exist. Which, you know, good thing. And it is now fundamentally about Sonichu and the chaotic combo. So now we have to fix the setting. So my idea is the Sonic movies, like the theatrical Sonic movies, they actually did a really cool thing for the Power Rings. You're into pronouns? Let me she, them, titties. Everyone has been giving me that pickup line lately, like as a joke, because those are my actual pronouns. And I swear to God, the next person who says that, I'm gonna punch them into the stratosphere. It's straight up negative Riz. Honestly, if you use pickup lines unironically, it's negative Riz. Like, real alphas can just talk to women. Like, no cap. Anyway. So the Sonic movies, the theatrical Sonic movies do a really interesting thing with the rings, right? The rings of the Sonic games, now, granted, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't really play the Sonic games. I don't really like platformers. We know this. Everyone knows this. It's not exactly Koyuki deep lore. The Sonic movies do a really interesting thing where they make the rings not just like points on a scoreboard, and not just not, you know, because in the actual games, points are just the rings are just points on a scoreboard. They unlock areas. Sometimes they're used as currency. They're more a game construct than a lore construct, right? And the Sonic movies decide to make them a lore construct instead of a game construct. And what they do is they give the rings these dimensional traveling abilities, right? So here's my idea. I think this would be like a soft reboot of the Sonic franchise. We're making an imaginary game for Sonic, right? That is now going to be the basis of the Sonic Pokemon crossover, right? So in this imaginary Sonic game, it could be a soft reboot of the Sonic lore. Maybe it's not. The point is, the power rings have been discovered to have these portal-like abilities, right? You can use them to make these teleportation gates that travel instantaneously wherever you'd like to go. Just like in the theatrical Sonic movies, right? Robotnik, as he likes to do, is now trying to harness the power of these rings so that he can take over the world, take over all the worlds, actually. Haha, I'm Robotnik, and I'm going to roboticize every dimension until the entire multiverse is my whatever, right? So he's trying to use the power of the new powers of the power rings to discover portals into not just other places in this dimension, but to all dimensions, so he can take it over. Oh no, it's Robotnik, he's evil. Sonic and friends have to stop him. So you go through all the different zones on Mobius, and you have a great time, and as you're collecting power rings, you use the power rings as a currency to open up the next level. You fight bosses. A very, very fun classic Sonic game. And as you're going through each of the levels, one of your friends is there because you gotta get to team up with everyone, and it's fun. Everyone's having a great time, kind of thing. So, like maybe all of Sonic's friends live in different areas of Mobius. So as you're doing this adventure to stop Robotnik, you're catching up with all your friends, cause, Amy lives in one zone, so you don't get to see her all that often, but you do cause you're Sonic. But, Knuckles doesn't get to see her all that often, cause Knuckles lives in another zone, and then Tails lives in another zone, and Cream lives in another zone, and Rouge lives in another zone, and Shadow lives in another zone. So, as you're going through all these zones with the ring portals, you are catching up with all your friends and stuff, and you get to use their particular abilities in the adventure against Robotnik. It's cool. It's fun. We're having a great time. And then at the end of the game, basically the end of this imaginary Sonic game that is now the basis for this crossover, Sonic is fighting Robotnik, and Robotnik has all these different power rings, and he's like, "Oh, but Sonic, we're gonna fight now." And as you're fighting in the final boss battle against Eggman, you're like flying through all the different zones, and the arena is changing. Like the arena you're having this fight with Eggman is changing because he's using the dimensional power rings to transport you, and it's really cool. And so Sonic, throughout the course of the game, obviously you've collected the Chaos Emeralds, so you use the power of the Chaos Emeralds to go supersonic. You defeat Eggman, and now, hey, we've got all these power ring gates, and we can visit our friends whenever we want. Yay! And it's a happy ending for this imaginary Sonic game that lives in my head and is the basis of this crossover. Yay! It's good. It's happy. Okay? So that's how the Sonic game, would end were it real, right? But now for the basis of this crossover, right? Sonic is about to go supersonic, and Robotnik's like, Sonic, you think you've defeated me, but not really, because I have a secret that you haven't seen. It's my final weapon! And Robotnik powers up his evil machine, and what he does is he transports Sonic and their battle to another arena that this time they've never seen before, right? And they're in the city that Robotnik sent them to through one of the dimensional power ring gates. And they continue, and Sonic's like, okay, Egghead, I guess I'm just gonna have to beat you here. And they continue their fights, and Robotnik's powering up for a coup de grace. Sonic's powering up for a coup de grace. Sonic has to use the power of the Chaos Emeralds to defeat Eggman. They are about to clash with this final attack that's gonna end the battle once and for all. And when they collide, there's a huge explosion, and Sonic dies. Sonic dies in that explosion. But because he was supersonic at the time, he still lives on. He still is alive in, a pure energy, kind of sense. He's like a soul, basically. And so he gets blasted across this region that they're in a pure energy format. All the Chaos Emeralds scatter, right? and Sonic gets blasted as like a bolt of lightning, basically, across this place, and we see this like grand explosion. These bolts of like multicolored lights go out all across the world and strike different areas, and Sonic's bright golden bolt of lightning blasts across the world into a forest, and it hits a Pikachu! And this causes the Pikachu to spontaneously evolve into Sonichu. And Sonic is now merged. He's merged his consciousness with this Pikachu, right? So he's Sonic. He's still Sonic. That is another fundamental change we have made, right? Sonichu is now no longer his original character with his own original, like, Sonichu personality. He is now Sonic. He has just gotten this Pikachu body power-up. Does that make sense? Right? Hey, Alphys, I'm info dumping about how I'd fix Sonichu. So Sonic is now a, like, half Sonic the Hedgehog, half Pikachu. He's Sonichu, right? And he is like, whoa, that was weird. Because he doesn't know what's going on, and we later find out that he is in the Pokemon world now. So the way we're structuring this crossover is Sonic has come to the Pokemon world, and he is now living in this weird Pokemon Sonichu form. Versus, like, whatever the fuck was going on in Sonichu canon. So we're in the Kanto region. That's what Sonic finds out that's where his battle with Robotnik was. It's like the one time when Cartman ate Kenny's ashes and gets possessed by Kenny. What the fuck? I do not touch South Park with a 29.5-foot pole. What the fuck is going on in South Park? And what the fuck is going on in the South Park fandom? South Park's fucking weird, dude. I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't like that. I think South Park is weird and bad and cringe, and not in the fun way, because I think South Park thinks that caring is cringe, so I think South Park is cringe, because caring about things is cool and based, actually. I'm not talking about South Park right now. I will start talking about South Park, and we will not stop talking about South Park if you get me ranting about South Park. I don't really like South Park. Anyway, so we find out that Sonic has landed in the Kanto region, right? He's now in the Kanto region of the Pokemon world, and Robotnik's teamed up with Giovanni, and we find out we have not saved yet, but I will go ahead and save. Thank you. I'll just give you a freebie because it's good. Herman mistakes his ashes for chocolate milk and consumes it. Listen, as someone who's seen human ashes, there's no possible mistaking it. There's no possible way you would mistake it. Human ashes do not look like that. Extremely stupid characters they've got there. We're in the Kanto region of Japan. We're in the Kanto region of Pokemon. Sonic is in the Kanto region of Pokemon, and we later find out that the rays of lightning that's cast out across the Pokemon world from the fight with Robotnik hit other wild Pokemon. And that's how we get the chaotic combo, right? Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's how we get the chaotic combo, right? And I think that the most interesting way that the chaotic combo could be handled, right, is I think it would be cool if the chaotic combo was scattered across all the different Pokemon regions, right? So there's someone in the chaotic combo who is like in Alola. There's someone in the chaotic combo who's in Unova. There's someone in the chaotic combo who's in Kalos. And Sonic has to go to all of the different regions to find the Chaos Emeralds, right? so that he can use chaos control to maybe get home. And on the way, he meets, like, Rosie, he meets Blake, he meets Sylvana, he meets Angelica, and they all get together and they all come into a friend group, and it kind of mirrors the fake Sonic game that I just made up. That's the basis for this crossover, in that now instead of, like, reuniting with his friends, he's making new friends as he's traveling to all these different worlds and he needs all their help, right? And also, they're not all Pikachus now. They are instead, they're going to be like a Pokemon that's, in my mind at least, represents the region that they are from. Right? Does that make sense? So like Magichan. Magichan is from Sinnoh. I know Magichan originally trains with Mewtwo in the original comic, but I think it would be more interesting if Magichan, like, trained with Arceus. And Magichan would be like a Sinnoh Pokemon, right? That's really, I'm sorry, Magichan just gives me really big Sinnoh vibes. Anyway, this is awesome, jokes aside. Still better written than the Bliss episode of Powerpuff Girls. God, it's so true. So Magichan, and also the thing, if Magichan was in Sinnoh, right? Magichan, we could, like, do a time travel thing, right? Where the chaotic combo goes to Hisui, the setting of Legends Arceus, because the maybe the Chaos Emeralds got scattered across time, not just space, they got scattered across time. And so they have to go back in time, and it would be really cool and epic and awesome. That would be fun, I think. Sylvana Rosechew, in the comic, she is she's like a shapeshifter. Sylvana is a Zoroark. Sylvana is a Zorua who got bonked by the laser rays, and when she evolves, she's a shiny Zorua specifically. And when she gets bonked by the sonic beams, she evolves into a shiny Zoroark, because Zoroark have that illusion ability, that makes them able to, like, change places, blah, 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 like, you know, give illusions, which would fit Sylvana's, like, character theme, right? I haven't decided, I know Project SNT did a video where she redesigned the chaotic combo, and she made Bubbles a Meryl. I fucking love that. I think that's so clever and so cute and so inspired, especially because Bubbles Rosechew already has a Meryl tail. Like, if you look at Chris's canon artwork of Bubbles Rosechew, she has the tail. It's very, very, very cute. So I think that she was a Meryl, and she got bonked by the rays, and she evolved, and she turned into a an Azumarill. I think that's cool. Yeah. Hello, ma'am. I'm here to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. I'm here to talk about Sonichu. Settle in. I'm fixing Sonichu. Grinch? Is that his name? Grinch? The Grinch? The Grinch! The Grinch! Yes, the Grinch is a Sonic enemy. You're so correct, Alphys. That's so fucking funny. I wish I was you right now, because that absolutely tickles me. I'm not trying to, like, roast you. I genuinely think that's really funny. I don't think I've watched Pokemon or Sonic. I've only got information over time, but I know the Sonic characters. I mostly like Tails. I like Tails too. Hey, you know what I realized the other day when I was talking to Syl about this? Syl is my roommate, for those who don't know. So you know how, like, Punchy Sonichu is a Knuckles ripoff. Blake is a Shadow ripoff, right? There's not a Tails ripoff. Because Rosie Rosechew, who is an Amy ripoff, takes the sidekick position of Sonichu that would be filled by a Tails ripoff. Isn't that interesting? I'm sure, yes, we can argue that Wild Sonichu is the Tails ripoff because he's got the 2 leaf tails that let him fly. But he doesn't fill the mechanic smart guy role the way Tails does. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting that, like, Chris Chan said fuck Tails' rights when like, he like, made an Amy character? It's usually the other way around, especially for, like, older school Sonic fans, like I assume Chris Chan is. Because he graduated high school in 2000. Like, you'd assume he would be, like, a classic Sonic fan who would hate the newer characters because Tails came in during, like, the earlier eras of Sonic. Versus Amy didn't show up, like, she was Rosie the Rascal for a little while, and then when she got rebooted in, like, the mid-2000s into the Amy we know today and the Amy that I like. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that utterly fascinating? It just blows my mind that there's not a Tails ripoff. Anyway, so yeah, in my version, there would be, like, not ripoffs, but, like, character parallels, right? To all of Sonic's friends, because one of the emotional cores of this story is Sonic misses his friends, he wants to get back, right? And yeah, all his new friends, like, love him and care about him, but they're like, we understand, Sonic, you gotta go where you belong, kind of stuff, right? Yeah, so, Sylvana's a Zoroark, Bubbles is an Azumarill. I haven't decided what Magichan would be, but Magichan's a Sinnoh Pokemon. I would like to keep Magichan a Psychic type, but I could be convinced for something else. I had to look this up, but ain't Rocky and Bobby both Tails ripoffs because they're his bullies? I have no fucking clue, man. Do I look like I know nothing? I know nothing. I don't know. Because the thing about Tails is Tails specifically fills the sidekick role and the smart guy mechanic, science-y type role. That's Tails' niche in their group, right? And there's not someone who fills that niche in the chaotic combo. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is someone who fills that niche in the chaotic combo. But I literally just watched the 5-hour read-along Sonichu documentary last night, and so I feel pretty confident when I say there's not someone who fills the smart tech guy niche in the chaotic combo, despite the fact that Chris has, like, tons of references to Transformers in his comic. You'd think there'd be, like, the Transformers just show up and do battle, and it's cool. Cool is in, like, massive quotation marks, by the way. That's literally it. There's no, like, cool techie things. No one gets any power-ups. No one gets any cool weapons. There's no, like, that just doesn't happen. You'd think that Chris would be like, and Magichan gets a cool magic scythe that was made for him by the science-y boy, and blah, 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 blah. No, nothing like that. Hey, Sticky, how you doing? It's good to see you. We're talking about Sonichu. I'm fixing Sonichu, and I'm making Sonichu better. Bubbles is an Azumarill. I don't know what I'm gonna do for Angelica yet. I think Angelica is going to be from Kalos. Because I really want a Kalos Pokemon. Oh, actually, I might not make Angelica from Kalos because, dude, Angelica would be really good as, like, a Florges, though. I really love Florges as, like, a representative of the Kalos region because it's got that vibe. But I realized that if we're gonna do a character for the chaotic combo for every major Pokemon region, I don't think there's enough chaotic combo members that can fit each region, right? Cause we've got like 9 Pokemon regions plus Hisui. I don't think there's 9 chaotic combo members, right? So, I'm probably gonna, I think I might get to make NOC, an original chaotic combo character. And I'm very excited about that because I came up with a really, really, really cute idea for an Eevee character. So they're an Eevee, right? And when they got hit by the magic sonic, energy blast that turned them into a furry, basically, they gained the ability, instead of evolving, right? Instead of evolving like the other Pokemon did, this Eevee gained the ability to evolve with the evolution stones as like a magical girl transformation. So this Eevee will evolve based on the needs of the battle, and they get different abilities based on what evolution they use. And I think that'd be really cool, but I'm not sure which region I want that Eevee to represent, because there's potential there for Eevee to be the representation of the Kalos region, because oh god. Hi, kitten sneeze. Oh god. Because Sylveon, right? Thank you. Because Sylveon was the final evolution, and it showed up in the Kalos region. It showed up in Gen 6. That's my justification there. I haven't decided for everyone yet, though. Angelica might also work as, like, a Togepi, and she could be the representation of the Johto region, perhaps? Because Johto's kind of, like, got that more spiritual vibe, with, like, the traditional stuff. That might be kind of interesting. I would love to see a Togetic Angelica Rosechew. And like she'd also get to be a fairy type that way, which is kind of cool. I think Angelica gives me really big fairy type vibes. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Osaka sneeze. Chew. Chew. But yeah, there's a lot that I haven't really, like, decided on about this yet, because I'm still thinking about it. I literally just thought of it, like, 2 days ago, because I have brain worms. But yeah, Wild Sonichu, in particular, gives me really big Alola vibes, because, you know, the jungle, and the everything. So Wild might get to be, is probably going to be the Alola representative. And, you know, like I said, they're all not going to be Pikachu clones. So I think it'd be really cool if, like, Wild was, like, a Vikavolt or something? Because I also want to have a nice diversity of types, too. And in the original Sonichu comic, Wild was raised by a Scyther. So having Wild be like a Vikavolt or something would be cool. Yeah, I don't know. I have not decided yet, though. Like I said, this is all subject to change. But yeah, that's just kind of my braining right now. I talked about Angelica, I talked about Sylvana, Magichan, Wild, Punchy. I have no clue. I have no clue what Punchy is. I have no clue what region he's going to represent. If you put a gun to my head, I would say Hoenn, but that is not set in stone. I have no clue. If you put Rosie is still a Raichu, but she's also like in Kanto. She becomes like the sidekick character. She's like the sidekick character. And I think I'm going to change Rosie's backstory, because I want to give Rosie's backstory to Blake. Because I thought it would be more interesting if Blake was not, instead of being like a Mewtwo backstory ripoff, I thought it would be interesting if Blake was a Team Rocket Grunts Pokemon that got hit by this energy blast. And now this Rocket Grunt, who is like, you know, the lowest of the low, is now thrust into this higher clearance. And this Rocket Grunt is like, I don't know, man. I think that Team Rocket might actually be bad. 'Cause, you know, the low level Rocket Grunts, they're probably just there to make ends meet. They're probably just there to get money, or like, they don't really have, you know, they had no other options for career-wise that made them turn to crime, which is like the real life reason why a lot of people do crime, you know? They have something went wrong in their life and they need to do things. Some people are just evil, but like petty crimes, like muggings and shit, a lot of the times, like, hey man, I just really need money, or I really need my next drug fix because shit's gone wrong in my life. So I think that would be a much more interesting backstory for, which give development, because when we see Rosie with this backstory of, she had a trainer, she was worried her trainer was going to abandon her, and, you know, she's sad about that. I think I'm mixing up some of Rose Chew's story, which is a fan comic, but whatever, I don't care. I think that it'd be more interesting if we put that onto a Rocket Grunt character, because then there could be an opportunity for a redemption arc, not just for Blake, because Blake is obviously going to be redeemed. He's redeemed in the original, but for the Rocket Grunt character as well, you know? And maybe even the Rocket Grunt character's, like, dissatisfaction could be what spurs Blake, or maybe the other way around, you know? I don't know. I haven't thought about it too hard yet. Like I said, this is still living in my brain. Hi, Rin. We're talking about Sonichu. I'm talking about how I'm going to fix Sonichu. I just think that would be fundamentally more interesting than what we got in the original story. Also, I really have to pee, so I'm going to go on BRB again. I love you guys. Be right back. Look at him go! Look at him dance! I love these guys. I'm back. Hello. Hey, what if Black Sonichu, aka Blake, hear me out, what if he was a Zubat? Right? Cause then he could get a very cool final evolution moment, right? Cause when he gets hit with the like laser beam explosion, whatever, that makes him ascend to Sonichu form. What if he evolved into a Golbat, right? And then when he has his redemption arc, he evolves again into a Crobat because of friendship. That'd be something, right? Also, Zubat are a very common rocket grunt Pokemon. Good for that. Doesn't exactly make him dark type, but there's not really a lot of dark types to go off of in Kanto, because they weren't introduced until Gen 2. And I do want, okay, so Blake and Rosie, right? They are both going to be introduced in, like, the first episode is that battle that I talked about, which ends up with Sonic waking up as Sonichu, right? Then the second episode, quote unquote, is the introduction of Blake and Rosie. Rosie is a Raichu that also got ascended. And like Blake is like now their evil rival kind of thing. The only problem with Blake being a Zubat is Zubat are weak to electric attacks, which Rosie and Sonichu both would be. But then that might lead to an interesting thing where, Giovanni's like, oh shit, I haven't talked about Giovanni and Robotnik teaming up yet. Giovanni's like, oh yes, now we have our own Sonichu to fight the good guy Sonichu. And then, hey, what the fuck? This Sonichu fucking sucks. Right? That would be kind of cool. Yeah, that's a cool thought, I think. I don't know though. Like I said, this is all still very fresh in my brain. I haven't thought a lot about it yet. But that's something. That's interesting. Yeah, a big power friendship moment, which is very corny, very campy, and very in line with the classic Sonichu Saturday morning cartoon vibe that Chris was trying to emulate, because that's all he really has a frame of context for with his, maturity level, right? Yeah. Hi, Gummy. How you doing? Welcome. I'm doing boring line art, and talking about Sonichu. Send help. Yeah, I think that would be a really, really cool thing too, because then it would make Blake, right? What the fuck? This Sonichu fucking sucks. Someone put that line on a t-shirt. Hold on. It's Giovanni holding. Hold on. Okay, it's Giovanni holding Sonichu, holding black Sonichu like. Hold on, I gotta draw. I'm gonna draw him like a Zubat, too. And Giovanni just going like... This looks so bad. Like, hold him out like this, like with his little arms out like that. Hey, what the fuck? This Sonichu fucking sucks! Hey, what the fuck? This Sonichu fucking sucks! No, this tickles me! Like, just holding him up like a little baby! Why does that tickle me so good? Poor Blake, man. Poor fucking Blake. Okay, wow, that absolutely tickles me. Oh, God. Hey, what the fuck? This Sonichu fucking sucks. It's a Zubat! What'd you expect? Whew, okay, I'm good. Hold on. Oh, that utterly tickles me. Wow, that tickles me. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Okay, Giovanni and Robotnik team up. Okay, so Robotnik obviously gets arrested for, murder and mayhem reasons. Just replace Sonichu with any other word and that would make the perfect meme template. Hey, what the fuck? This blank fucking sucks. And then he can, like, Photoshop the whatever the thing that fucking sucks is onto Blake's face. Oh, that's so good. I'm gonna draw that. I'm not gonna do it right now because I'm doing something, but I'm literally going to draw that. I'm gonna character design Blake first, just so I can draw that because that tickles me. Whew, oh, that's funny. Oh, that I don't know why, but that just, like, tickles my funny bone. Giovanni and Robotnik team up. Fanfic already has merch ideas and memes, God. Giovanni and Robotnik team up. So Giovanni and Robotnik team up, because, Robotnik got arrested for murder and mayhem reasons, but this is still, I think, at a point where, Team Rocket has power in the region, right? So they're not, like, they haven't been, like, ousted from the region yet, and, like, gone to Kanto and done the Team Rocket revival and everything. So Giovanni is still, like, leader of Team Rocket and doing stuff, which I think fits with the canon timeline of Sonichu, because the canon timeline of Sonichu is, like, in the early 2000s, right? So having this set before, like, Red goes on his journey or something, I think would be very interesting. Yeah, no, I think that would be interesting. I'm not married to that idea, but I do think it's an idea that's interesting and perhaps worth exploring as I concept this more. Okay, so Giovanni and Robotnik team up. Robotnik is like, yes, I'm from another world, and I need to clobber that there hedgehog. And Giovanni's like, okay, cool. Can you also make me a lot of money? Because we're Team Rocket, and that's what we care about. Because Team Rocket is the mafia, right? Like, that That's not like anything new. Team Rocket has always been a mafia kind of like stand-in. They're like the Yakuza. They're the Yakuza without any of the fun aesthetics. So Robotnik's like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then I think it would be really fun if Robotnik got like a Pokemon partner, and his Pokemon partner would be a Porygon, and he'd also eventually get a Rotom, right? And the Rotom would be like the smart would be the smart one who like runs the technology and is like the lab assistant kind of character, and versus the Porygon who's like a dumb brute kind of character. So we could get some fun like Orbot and Cubot style shenanigans and sassiness with the with Robotnik, Porygon, and this Rotom that lives in his magical technology and helps him do his science bullshit for Team Rocket. I think that would be interesting and fun. Yeah. Yep. And also, it would also lead to some very fun character dynamics, because you've got this very hyper competent, business-like, says what he means what he says, mob boss character in Giovanni. And then you got Robotnik, who is Robotnik. Very silly, very like egotistical, very over the top, flair, dramatic, and Giovanni has to humor him. So it would be a very fun dynamic, I think. And Robotnik could take up kind of like a Jesse and James and Meowth kind of role on this Sonichu adventure that he's going on while he's trying to clobber that there Kirby, Sonichu. Thank you for the save. I will forget to save my canvas if I don't. Yeah. I actually don't know what meme you're referencing. I don't recognize that one. Radbat. I don't recognize that. I might recognize it if, like, the meme was in front of me, but I don't recognize that one just off the top of my head. Interesting. There are still memes that are yet unknown to me. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, I think like the last thing that I'm like, I think is a cool idea and that I'm like married to as a concept, right? Is, so in Sonichu, like the original comic, Chris has like an evil twin kind of deal. And his name is Natesurk, which is, Christian backwards. And he's Giovanni's son, and he's like a bad guy for like 5 minutes. Over the course of the first few chapters of the comic, and then eventually he gets written out as bigger and badder threats come in. Another reason why I want to port Blake's backstory Rosechu's backstory onto Blake is because I think it would be interesting if we brought back Natesurk, but we made Natesurk the Team Rocket grunt I was talking about earlier. I think that would be interesting. Yeah. I'm referencing the Joker caught low pun, you mean? Oh, that one! Yeah! Now I know what you're talking about. Now we're cooking with gas. I caught a low punny, Sonichu! Joker, no! Yeah, that's pretty funny. That's pretty good. I like that. Should I make these lines thicker? I feel like I should make the body lines thicker. I feel like I should have used like a size 15. Because I'm using a size 12 brush right now. Hold on, let me look at this compared to the other ones. Yeah, I think I need to make the body lines like way thicker. Lopunny could be a nice replacement for Rouge. Sylvana is the closest we get to a Sonichu version of Rouge. Because she's like duplicitous and like sexy and evil. And she's gonna be a Zoroark, which I think fits. I suppose I could make, like, the tail and the wing here, like, really thick lines, and I could make the beak really thick lines. I think that might look good. That might draw attention to the more interesting features, basically. Yeah, let's go with that. Fuck it, we ball. Extra thick. Make the line extra thick. Get extra thicked on line. I could also make the... Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, like, especially if you look at, like, Eduardo, right? Do we see it? Do we see how, like, Coco is very thin compared to, like, Eduardo and Wilt? Oh, I think doing, like... Yeah, I think I need to do the... God, that sucks. Because now that means I need to redo this whole, like, body area. Right? Because this body area needs to be done in a size 15, I think. Because I was using a size 12. Shit, could probably even use a bigger one. I really, really wanted to. I suppose what I could do is I could, like, go over some of the parts that need, like, more emphasis. And just, like, blend it in. That might work. Yeah, like that. See, that gives it something, I think. Okay, I know what I'm doing. I fixed it. But yeah, so that's the version of Sonichu that's, like, living in my head now. I don't know if it's good, but I do think it's interesting. Which, like, hey man, if it's interesting, I take it, you know what I mean? So. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys like my Sonichu? Do you guys like it? I think that liking Sonichu is a high bar to clear, so. Sonichu is living rent-free in my head, yes. To be fair, like, Chris Chan has been living rent-free in my head since the jail arc started. So, yeah, thank you. This is one of those things that, like, I would be happy to make a, like, hour-long YouTube video with, like, art, like, depicting the cool scenes and stuff that I'm talking about. But, yeah, intimidated myself out of working on a project for fun. Yeehaw. Alternatively, you know what instead I could do? Instead of having to, like, retrace it? Watch me be so smart. And just, like, thicken it up a little and then just touch it up. Hi! Hi, Ghost! Drawing with your eyes closed? Yeah, my tracking's just messing up. My tracking just goes a little dumb when I look down. Ghost, you missed it! I info dumped about Sonichu for like an hour and a half. You literally missed it. Yeah, the Streamlabs is a bot. It just runs the like the redeems and stuff for me. This art style is so easy I could draw it with my eyes closed. I should do like an eyes closed art challenge at some point. I think that'd be kind of fun. You missed 2 seasons worth of lore. I should really rewatch Foster's. I love Foster's. Foster's is genuinely one of my favorite shows. I really like it. It's very cute and very fun and very sweet. Like it's very wholesome. But yeah, Foster's goes hard. There we go. I loved it as a kid, but when I rewatch it, I think it's just okay. Yeah, so I really like Foster's, but I can't, like, binge it, unfortunately, because it does have a lot of that really, like, juvenile humor, not like fart jokes and stuff, but some of the characters are very over-the-top and cartoony in a way that isn't quite as pleasing to an adult audience. For example, I remember I thought Blue was really, really funny as a kid, but now that but when I rewatch Foster's as an adult, I find him really annoying, because he's an asshole. Like, Blue is a fucking asshole. And, like, I know what they were going for, because the imaginary friends, right, they parallel their creators in certain ways. Blue is wacky and kooky and super childish and very immature because Mac doesn't get that opportunity to be immature and wacky and kooky. Because Mac is a very mature kid. Mac is very helpful. Mac is very much trying to make everyone's life around him easier. Because, you know, his mom is a single mom. She's working really hard to take care of him and Terrence. He doesn't want to add to her stress because he's a good kid with very high empathy. Which leads to Blue, kind of representing that side of Mac that wishes he could act out and be silly and kooky and a kid and like kind of maybe a little bratty. But he doesn't get that opportunity. So, I understand what they're going for. Still, Blue can be an absolute dickhead sometimes for no fucking reason. Remember all those shows I find Blue to be annoying, like he's not even a funny asshole? He can be very, very, very funny. But Blue can also be incredibly, like, toxic. You know, there's this theory that Coco came from a kid who died while stranded on a deserted island because of the design details, and it's like, my guy, have you ever heard of Hawaii? So, that's not actually a theory. That was canon confirmed. Okay, that was Word of God confirmed by Craig McCracken in, like, a DeviantArt post back when the show was still airing. But then it was canon confirmed in the finale movie when we learn Coco's origin. She was discovered on a completely deserted island. Yes. Yeah, so that's actually canon. I think Ed and Eddie's friendship is more believable than Blue and Mac's. Blue has straight up said, I don't care about Mac, I just want to be famous on TV. That's true. To be fair, hold on, to be fair. Eddie would also say that about Ed and Double D. So don't hold Blue to too low of a standard there, or don't hold Eddie to too high of a standard there. I think Eddie would absolutely do the exact same thing. Damn, yeah, I know, right? Because, like, I was with you there on that one, man. I was like, I don't know if I believe that. I think that's a little out there, especially for a kids show. And then, you know, Great World Hunting. Damn! Yeah. Very funny, I think. Feels weird not listening to music. I like chocolate milk. I actually have cheese on here. Hold on. Here's cheese. I've got, I think, 2 different cheeses. Yeah. I've got cheese and he's holding a chocolate milk. And then I just got regular cheese. And then I've got some, I've got the original sketches that I did. Cheese was originally going to have a third look where he's holding a piece of cheese, but I decided I didn't like that one. Oh, God. I like that it's cheese, Louise. Yeah, that's cute. At least Ed and Eddie had moments, especially how Eddie defends Double D from the Cankers. Yeah, that's true. Eddie's like a very good leader type character in that he pushes the plot along and he pushes the characters along to their natural extremes, but he also knows when to, like, step up, you know? Bless my shoes, thank you. Thank you. Yuki stung by bee moments. Why I get stung by bee? Why did I get stung by... What? How does that make... How does getting stung by a bee make you sneeze? I don't get it. My god. Ugh, there's something in the air that is, like, bugging me, and I don't know what it is. Eyes swollen shut. No, I just lose tracking when I look down. And that's when my eyes close. I also lose tracking when I have, like, a tissue in my face. Pollen? Probably. It's definitely still pollen season down here. Have you seen the wildflowers? Bugging you? Probably a bee. I thought cheese was funny as a kid, but as an adult, I find the characters' reactions around cheese more funny. Yeah. Like, what would you do if this guy just came up and was like, I like chocolate milk? Like, very funny, very good stuff. But, you know, to be fair, I like chocolate milk also. If you don't like chocolate milk, I don't trust you. If you don't like chocolate milk, I don't think you could ever be the godparents to my children. There, let's go with that. Because, like, I'm sorry, my kids are gonna have chocolate milk. It's good shit. Good for your bones. Eh? Acting like I'm gonna have kids. I'm kind of insane about D&D. You know how people get into toxic relationships because they're like, I can fix him? That's me, but with homebrews. I hope you're having fun with your D&D campaign. D&D's fun. I've told you guys about my opinions about D&D, right? I like it, but I have to play very specific characters, otherwise I will not have fun. I prefer regular milk. I don't like chocolate in general. Really? I'm not homebrewing for this. I'm just doing it at my own time. Oh, okay. D&D's nuts. Got him. Dumb. I never really liked chocolate, even as a kid. Really? That's crazy. Because chocolate is like S-tier candy, in my opinion. I'd much rather have chocolate to anything else. Like, I like gummies and shit, but, like, I'd much rather have some peanut M&Ms, like, no cap. Would you rather have chocolate or more chocolate? Yep. I could see how maybe, like, you get tired of chocolate if it was, like, the only thing you're ever offered. But, like, I don't know. I just really like chocolate. I'll eat vegetables, but I didn't care for sweets. That's really funny. Meh. Line art. Maybe loathed. He didn't really stress over all these tiny, tiny details. Bugs me. Anyway. Why do they call almond milk milk? Technically, it's almond juice. Probably just because it looks like milk, you know? It just, like, because it's, like, white and, like, kind of cloudy. That's probably the only reason. Because you're right, it is basically just, like, expressed juice from the almonds. There ain't no nipples on almonds. Ain't no nipples on cashews. Show me the cashew nipple. Did you ever see the teats on almonds? Exactly. Oh, same brain cell goes, same brain cell. Yeah, that's good, that's good. Almond milk. All-man milk. What, you gay? You drinking all-man milk? Gay ass? Dude, I love broccoli. Broccoli's one of my favorites. Show me the cashew nipples. Put that on a t-shirt too. High key. Dumb. Very, very dumb. Also, if you're like me as a kid and ate too much chocolate ice cream with fudge and threw up, I don't need that type alone. Yup. I'm the same way about pizza rolls. One time I was working a double shift. So I had 2 jobs at the time, right? And I was working a double shift where I opened at one job and then I had to close at the other job. So I had like 2 hours in between shifts. So I took like a nap for like 30 minutes and then I had some pizza rolls before going into my second job. And then, halfway through my shift at my second job, I threw up all over the place because I was so exhausted and overworked. And, can't eat pizza rolls anymore. Can't eat them. Can't do them. Snap peas are really good. I don't know. I'm not actually really a fan of snap peas. I'm not a fan of, I don't know. There's something about them that just like doesn't do it for me. Sugar peas! Drop them! Okay! Does anyone remember Bravest Warriors? Did I just quote something and sound like an insane person? Or did you guys catch that? TBH, there's not a single vegetable I wouldn't eat. Really? Because there's several I wouldn't eat. Thank you. Thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate it. You know the cucumber rap? Yeah, I know that one. I know which one you're talking about. Mm-hmm. It's like a guy and he's like rapping about how cucumbers are good for you. Very cute. That's cute, right? Yeah, that works. I unironically eat cucumbers because of that. That's so cute. That's actually adorable. I mean, cucumbers are good for you. Hey, Morgan, you missed it. I was info dumping about Sonichu. You missed hearing me talk about Sonichu. I'll leave them whole, and my family is like, what? Because they hate cucumbers. I mean, cucumbers are good. I just gotta have them in, like, something, you know? My tummy hurts. I ate too much peanut butter. Oh well, it's fine. That also just happens if I like if I eat quickly after waking up. I get tummied. I get tummied, idiot. Nope. I will eat onions and cabbage whole because I'm weird like that. Ogre moments! Ogre! Shrek moment! Shrek attack! Eating a whole onion? Who are you, Shrek? You got Fiona over there? Is this your swamp? Dumb. Shrek ass. Shrek looking head ass. Somebody once told me. Shrek. Shrek. Imagine getting Shrek'd, idiot. Still not sure how I feel about the fact that Shrek had Shreks to make ogre babies. Shreks. You're all legally required to laugh at Shreks, by the way. I thought that was funny. Shreklets! Mini Shreks! I looked at the description. I must say I really like your stream schedule. Whenever. Dude, there's a lot of silly stuff in the description if you guys ever look at it. I feel like no one really ever looks at it, though. Why does Coco have 2 right feet? Shut up! Shut the fuck up! That's why. That's why Coco has 2 right feet, because shut the fuck up. Shut the hell up right now. Shut the hell your mouth. Yeah, shut the hell your mouth. Fuck you, I don't want to be social. I just want to draw little pictures and sing along to my playlist. Bonk me, YouTube, I dare you. I'm not monetized anyway. I put a lot of really cute, silly shit in the in the description if you guys ever check the description. Like, there's fun little descriptions under, like, all the games I've played. It's great. Only true Yuki fans read the description, just saying. I want to steal a Shrek lip, but Shrek probably wouldn't let me. I think he'd let you. Have you seen the 4th movie? That entire movie was about how Shrek was sick and tired of his kids and he wanted the people to steal them. Well, maybe not, like, steal them, but, like, he wanted, like, time away from them. Remember that Invaded specials where aliens would cross over to different Cartoon Network shows? I remember that. Yeah. 4th movie is so underrated, TBH. You've made me into a believer that the 4th movie is good, by the way. Like, now, like, once I thought about the 4th movie for just, like, longer than 2 seconds, I realized, actually, yeah, Ghost is correct. The 4th movie is actually kind of not bad. Because what made the 3rd movie so bad was they got away from the emotional core of, like, having a good emotional stake. You know what I mean? Also, the 4th movie gave us the Do the Roar kid, so, you know, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's cute. So you're saying now I'm a believer? Ooh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. And then I saw her face. Dumb. Dumb, silly, stupid even. Hello, Speeve. Hello, Speeve-a-weeno. How's Speeve? How's Speeve doing? Speeve, you missed it. I was talking about Sonichu. You missed me talking about Sonichu for like an hour and a half. Chat indulged me, and so I talked about Sonichu, and it was great. Cock! Coco. You said cock! Invaded Fosters, Gym Partners Monkey, Ed and Eddie, Camp Lazlo, Billy and Mandy. Oh, that's interesting. Like, I remember that was a thing, but I don't remember much about it specifically. God, that era of Cartoon Network was something else. So glad I missed that conversation. It was good, actually! It was good, actually. I made Sonichu good. I used my superpowers to make Sonichu good. My superpowers of being an actually okay writer. Yeah, we take those. Anywho, I saw Guardians 3 today. Was it good? Everyone knows how I feel about Marvel movies, so I'm absolutely not going to see it, and, but I'm not going to make fun of people who go see it. I'm only gonna ask, did you have fun? Did you have a good time? Did you get your $8 worth for your ticket price? You loved it? I'm glad you had a good time. I still think Marvel movies are the bane of society and the death of creativity, but you know what? I'm glad you had fun. I think having fun is more important than virtue signaling that I hate Marvel. I also hate Crisp Rat. The crispy rat, he's the worst. Spooderman. Spoderman. Spodarmon. So you're trying to say, but counterpoint. Counterpoint me, do it. Have you seen Endgame? I haven't, no. I haven't watched a Marvel movie since, I watched the Thor movie with Jeff Goldblum. That was the last one I watched. Remakes Disney is doing now. Oh yeah, the entirety of Disney is like creatively bankrupt. Yeah, I have yet to see a Disney movie since like, Encanto was pretty good. Encanto was pretty good actually. Turning Red was okay. Turning Red felt more like. Turning Red felt a little pandery, but not towards, like, a marginalized community. It felt pandery towards, like, 30-year-olds who were middle schoolers when May was a middle schooler. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah. You watch Big Hero 6? That's Marvel. Yeah, but that was more of a Pixar film than a Marvel film. They just used Marvel source material, but they gave it the Pixar style. Does that make sense? Yeah. I have seen Big Hero 6, though. I liked Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6 was fine. Big Hero 6 isn't, like, the best movie I've ever seen or anything. But it was enjoyable. I got my $8 worth. So Marvel, So, Marvel source material and hashtag Marvel movie are different. Does that make sense? Because the MCU has a totally different, like, content style than just using a Marvel source material. I hope that makes sense. Is that anything? There we go. That's cute, right? I drew a cute Coco. Last time I got a traditional Disney movie villain was Tangled, unless you want to count Moana. I actually don't count Moana, because we didn't get a classic, like, villain in Moana. Tamatoa really only showed up for, like, 2 seconds, and he was the closest we got to a villain in Moana. Yep. Rocket is good whether you put him on the big screen or a comic panel. I love my little raccoon man. Raccoon! Yeah, Rocket's pretty cute. Yeah. Multiverse series and thing is confirmed in Marvel Universe. Pretty sure Big Hero 6 No. Oh my god. Okay, so divorce, we're talking Watsonian versus Doyleist, okay? What does that mean? Watsonian means, it comes from Shakespeare? Sherlock. It comes from Sherlock Holmes. So, in Sherlock Holmes, the narrator is John Watson, right? So everything we see is from Watson's point of view, and it takes place in the canon narrative world of Sherlock Holmes, right? In universe. Doyleist, right? Arthur Conan Doyle was the creator of Sherlock Holmes, and his voice is the writer, and he writes as John Watson. So Doyleist is the out-of-universe thing that is affecting the in-universe narrative. Does that make sense? Okay, so when I say Big Hero 6 is not part of the MCU, I am using the Doyleist definition in that in the out-of-universe content aggregates, Big Hero 6 is not under the MCU content style, the MCU branding, the MCU label of the live-action superhero movies that were kicked off in 2008 with the first Iron Man movie. That's what I'm saying. Sure, in-universe, Watsonian, multiverse theory, who the fuck cares? And if we're going by that definition, then Into the Spider-Verse is MCU because it also has a Marvel source property, despite the fact that it is an animated movie and done by Sony and not Disney, which is the production company content aggregate that owns Marvel. Translation, STFU. Oh, man. Big Hero 6 is mainly based off a comic of the same name. Yeah, I don't know a lot about the Big Hero 6 source material. I just know that it's a Marvel source material, but it's not done in, like, the MCU, like, style under the MCU branding. It's the same reason why, like, Elsa and Anna are technically not Disney princesses because they have their own branding and their own classification by their creators, right? They are their own thing, their own brand, their own branding branch, their own market branch, as opposed to the Disney princesses collection, right? Did I hear Yuki wheeze? God. You guys haven't heard me return to monkey yet. There's a very specific laugh that I do. When I see something really funny and it, like, takes me off guard, where I return to monkey and I'm like, I actually laugh like that, and I don't think I've ever done it on stream, because I've never been, like, genuinely taken off guard by something in a way that makes me, like, return to monkey. So, yeah. I heard the first comic book character get a movie was Duckman. Is that... That's pretty good. That's pretty good, yeah. Yeah, random chimp event. Hey, Colin, how are you doing? Welcome. God. You said you didn't watch Marvel movies, you didn't specify MCU. Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. But also in the cultural zeitgeist, Marvel movies is generally understood to be a shorthand for MCU. So, you're just getting technical, you asshole. Duck tits. Woo! Duck tits. Duck tits. Are there duck titties in DuckTales? Because there's a sexy goth duck, right? Does she have boobs?
Jump scare.
Thank you for the jump scare. I have autism, I'm always technical. Yeah, okay, fair. It's really funny because I'm diagnosed autistic as well. However, my flavor of autism swings in the exact opposite direction, where I am extremely metaphorical in that I relate to the world by relating it to things that I already understand, which is where we get insane Yuki metaphors from. You have to like learn to speak a completely different language because I filter everything I don't understand through 3 layers of metaphor. It's very funny. Which one? There's the original and then the reboot. Which one? Are we all autism? Are we all autism in this chat? If you're comfortable saying so, sound off if you're autism. Let's get a let's go autism. Yippee! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Autism! Pour one out for autism, baby! Autism! Let's do an autism! I love it. I fucking love it. I don't know if you guys could tell that I'm autistic based on me info dumping about fucking Chris Chan for an hour, but yeah. ADHD is close enough. You're like our like cousin at the barbecue. ADHD, yeah. ADHD is like autism's cousin. That's really funny. God, that's really good. I need to make a TBH creature, like PNG tuber, like gimmick model for myself. Just because I think that'd be really funny. Can I do this? Is this something I can do? I'm over here like a raccoon in the garbage, same. I'm friends with a feral raccoon. One of my best friends is a feral raccoon. Please. A crumb of good line art for my health. Some low effort art of TBH Yuki. Yippee! Play Fortnite and drink cola. How cool is that? Yippee! Oh, good shit, man. Welcome Home ARG. Ever heard of it? Yes. I actually heard about it. Okay, funny story. One of my roommates has been following Welcome Home since before the Nightmind video that popularized it. And when I was like, hey, have you seen the Nightmind video? They were like, yeah, that's the ARG I told you that I've been following. And you said you were going to check it out, and then you never did. So they've been kind of lording over the fact that, like, now I'm really into it, but they were into it before, and they offered to get me into it too, and I didn't get into it with them. It's pretty funny, actually. But yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I follow the artist on Tumblr. They've been taking a hiatus because it's actually been really stressful for them with the new, all the new audience and eyes on their work. Because Welcome Home was originally just a personal project that they did to, like, cope with their anxiety and, like, their issues and stuff. So the fact that, like, a ton of people are now, like, have their eyes on it, it was really stressful for them. But they're hopefully going to be coming back soon, because they've talked about how they've been working on it again. And that's very exciting. So yeah, I really like Welcome Home. It's really funny. Like, right before I vanished for like 3 weeks there, because I was really, really tired, I was going to do a Welcome Home stream where we went through the website together, and I showed you guys all about it, and we talked about all the characters and stuff, but then and then later that week I would have done an art, but I was tired, and I did not do that. So, rip Yuki's Welcome Home stream, I guess. I end up getting too scared to keep up. Oh, really? That's so funny. Sleep. It wasn't necessarily so much that I was, like, sleepy. It was just, like, I was creatively and mentally drained. Does that make sense? Because I talked about this a little bit earlier when, like, we were just chatting, like, really early on into the stream. One of the things that I really like about doing these super chill streams is I don't have to worry about, oh shit, what am I streaming this week? I can just hop on and be like, fuck it, we ball! And that's really nice and freeing. Versus, like, it used to be I would get home from the pizzeria and I'd be like, oh, okay, I need to make my schedule for the week. What the fuck am I streaming? Yeah. I haven't really kept up with it either, unless you count watching the videos, talking about it. Yeah, so I'm really active on Tumblr, and when I saw that the creator was active on Tumblr, I followed them, and I followed the people that they're working with to make the ARG. And that's how I've been getting lots of updates, basically. Yeah, they have some really, really interesting stuff on their Tumblr. They have some really old art that isn't part of the current canon of the ARG on their Tumblr somewhere. And that's been really interesting to, like, go through their Welcome Home tag and, like, look at their art and stuff. They actually have a physical puppet of Wall-E. Isn't that cute? I love that. My parents went to see the D&D movie without me. Oh, lame. I need to see it. I haven't seen it yet. I know I've talked about it before, but, like, the theaters aren't open late enough for me to actually go see movies in theaters. I have to wake up super early. Remember that Foster's animated by Zone? Oh boy, do I! Don't never ask me if I've seen something by Zone. The answer is 99.9% of the time, yes. I love Zone. I love Zone Ton's work. I'm unabashed about the fact that pornography is just one of my interests. It's really funny being like, okay, you know how like some people like movies, some people like a certain TV show, some people just have a genre that they really, really like. You know, like you have someone who's like, oh yeah, anything sci-fi, I'll watch it. I don't care how good or bad it is. I love it. That's me with porn. Hear the Zontan animation of the monkey holding the blender? Okay, yep, that one's new on me. I'm gonna have to check that one out. Gotta sign on to Zone Archive. Acting like I actually have a Zone Archive subscription. I'm too poor. Like, yes. The animation doesn't exist. Lame! You are lame. You are a liar. You have lied to me. You have broken my trust. You will be executed at dawn. Oh, yay, Simon! Yay, Simon! Have fun. It's kind of quiet in my server because I'm asleep when everyone else is awake, so I don't really get a chance to, like, do fun stuff in there as much. But yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Good to have you. Good to have you, bud. Can I fucking do this line? God. Anger, rage, frustration. This is the worst. This is the part I hate about line art. Are we accepting that? Are we accepting that? I feel like we should just accept that one. Yippee! I wanted to see if she believed me. God. All I'm saying is a monkey in a blender sounds more like a Gudo animation than like a hentai animation. So I was like, I don't know if Zontan does that kind of stuff, but I guess I'll check Zone Archive. Maybe it's one of those meme fuck animations. Anger, rage, frustration. God. Where do I post TBH Yuki? You can put it in art share. Show me your art. AKA Shart. I don't have Discord open right now, so I'll react to it after the stream. Yeehaw. I'm gonna go ahead and merge this one down. You having fun, gamers? You having fun watching me suffer through doing line art? Oh, God. Ah! Wrong button! Pull the lever, Kronk. Have you seen Unicorn Warriors International? I actually haven't seen that one yet, not yet. I haven't been watching a lot of TV, forgive me. I put no effort into it. Please enjoy. Okay, now I need to see this no effort TBH. Hold on. I'm gonna put you on Baja Blast. Show me this no effort TBH. Oh my god, I love it! Hold on. Yippee! page 2. Yippee! Oh god, I love it. I love it. Thank you, Simon. This is really good. I like this a lot. Oh, that's really good. Oh, that's good shit. Yippee! I draw the mouse and paint 3D. Oh my god. You're powerful. I could never. Like, I could actually never. Wow. How are you alive? Like, honestly. Because that just sounds like carpal tunnel waiting to happen. Giovanni moment. God. I've died inside on numerous occasions. Hey! Based Simon dying inside? Dumb. Dumb and also silly. Imagine getting a little silly with it. What would you guys do if we got silly with it? Would you get silly with it as well? Would you join me in getting silly with it? If you went through high school, you already died inside. Yeah. What a great day to not be in high school. Everyone who's not in high school, let's celebrate what a great day this is. I would do that yoinky sploinky. I'm so glad. Thank you for doing the yoinky sploinky. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, because that is the ultimate way of getting silly with it, I think. Speaking of getting silly with it, I remember that one of my favorite vloggers has a new video I should watch. Does anyone here watch Urban Rescue Ranch? With Dad Farmer, Uncle Ben. He's a guy, and he's trying to start an animal rescue in Waco, Texas, and he's like vlogging the process of getting his land inspected and turning it into an animal rescue. It's really, really cool, and he has a really fun like zoomer like video editing style. And I always tune into his videos because they're great to watch while you're eating. Because they're just cute animals, and the guy's just like quoting memes and being like, okay guys, well today we're gonna be doing this with our little capybaras, and you know, just doing cute, funny shit. It's great. I will go as far to say he is my non-problematic fave. Well, hold on, Critical wins that one. Critical's my actual fave. But I really like Urban Rescue Ranch too. It's also extra funny because he used to live in like a suburb in Austin, and he like had like chickens and rheas like just in his backyard. And yeah, it just kind of snowballed from there. Very funny. Very good shit. He and Kevin have a kismesis. Shh, stop. Stop talking. Stop talking right now. Stop talking right now. You know what? Actually, the next person who says anything about Homestuck is going in timeout. This is a Homestuck-free zone. This is literally a Homestuck-free zone. It's not actually, you can talk about Homestuck. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going off on a bit. Here, let's go with this. For those of you in the know, I have a kismisitude with the concept of Homestuck. How about that? How about that? How about that? How about that? Does that help? Does that help? There we go. Don't forget to save for the Karma Goblins. Thank you. Is that actually true about Dr. Seuss? That's crazy. I am stuck at home. Ha 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 ha, so are the kids. Ha 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 ha. Oh, God. Really funny for a second there, actually. So I'm in another server for the VTuber who I really, really like, and one of the people in that server is getting into Homestuck for the very first time. And since I'm the like only person in the server who's like actually knows anything about Homestuck, we've been talking about Homestuck together. And my God, guys, I miss how Homestuck used to make me feel. Like, it's so fun to watch them get into these, like, because they're only on Act 3, right? it's so fun to watch them get to these plot points that I experienced back in like 2013. And it is like I'm having a trip, literally. They don't Act 3 of 6, yeah, and they're not even they're like barely a quarter, a third of the way through the comic, man. 1/10 of the way through. There we go. Yup. Oh, hoo-hoo. I told them that it gets really shitty around Act 6, so they know that it's gonna fall off pretty hard. But they haven't even got. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, we're just gonna talk about Homestuck. So if you don't know anything about Homestuck, the next few minutes are going to be absolute, just absolute soup to you. They haven't even gotten to the revelation about the scratch yet. Like, they don't know what a scratch is. They don't know that the scratch is coming. Rose hasn't gone grimdark yet. They've just met, Arcane Renegade, or whatever his name is, and, WV. I do a little trolling. I get Yuki talking about Homestuck. Die. Be gone, thought. I'm gonna have to make a troll sona. I used to have a troll sona back in like 2013. And I don't have a troll sona anymore because I'm based and sexy and cool. What is Homestuck exactly? Homestuck is a webcomic created by Andrew Hussey. It was extremely like world-endingly popular in like 2013 on Tumblr or so. On Tumblr and such. Massively popular, guys. Like conventions. If you ever go to an anime convention and they have a rule about no body paint, that rule is because of the Homestuck fandom. I am not joking. So it was just really, really popular, and I was into it in the heyday of the fandom, and it fell off really, really hard, like really, really, really hard, guys. And it burned a lot of bridges and a lot of goodwill with the fandom. And so a lot of former Homestucks are no longer fans of Homestuck, and they hold it with a lot of disdain because it ended so badly and it fell off so hard. So yeah, that's basically what Homestuck is. I will say though, it was certainly a special time to be in fandom. When the Homestuck fandom was like at its height. And I don't like regret the time I spent in the Homestuck fandom. Like, I met my current spouse through Homestuck, guys. Like, the first words I ever said to my current spouse were, "Are you talking about Homestuck?" And we've been together for 10 years. So I certainly don't regret my time spent in the Homestuck fandom. However, I do wish that Homestuck was better. You know? Because it's really fun and really, really cool and silly and good to get into and talk about with your friends. And then it just falls off really hard, and there are some actually problematic elements to it that make it difficult to enjoy in modern times, which is very sad, you know? But yeah. Cascade crashed the internet. It was that popular. Yes. So there was a big plot development moment in Homestuck, that was a animation called Cascade, right? And this was like 2013. And when Cascade came out, it was so big and it was so massively, like, the traffic to people trying to read the Homestuck update to watch the Cascade animation, it broke the original website, mspainadventures.com. So the creator of the comic, Andrew Hussey, he put Cascade on Newgrounds, newgrounds.com. Everyone knows Newgrounds. Newgrounds has been around since forever, early internet. They have servers. They are prepared to, handle a ton of traffic. So he did a mirror post on Newgrounds so that people could watch the update. The Homestuck fandom crashed Newgrounds. There was so much traffic to the Newgrounds website, it overwhelmed the web servers and crashed Newgrounds. That's how big Homestuck was back in like 2013. I'm not joking. Like, Homestuck was a massive fandom. It was huge. If I show you guys a picture of, like, goddamn Karkat, you're gonna recognize him. Let me show you guys Karkat really quick. Let me show you guys the little Karkalicious definition makes Terezi loco. Karkat Mantis. Karkat or Vriska? Yeah, you guys have seen Karkat. You guys have seen Vriska. Here, actually, let me just turn on a little Firefox for you really quick. We can just look at some Karkalicious. This is Karkat. I guarantee you guys have seen Karkat floating around on the internet before. He's one of the most popular characters in Homestuck. Show me Vriska Circuit. This is Vriska. You've almost definitely seen Vriska somewhere on the internet before. She is also one of the most popular characters in Homestuck. You've almost certainly seen John Egbert. I guarantee you've seen John Egbert somewhere on the internet, before. Yeah. Look, he's a furry! Look, he's a furry! Isn't that cute? Aw! Look at that, he's a furry! Look, it's John, he's a furry! Isn't he cute? Oh, he's so cute! Oh, this is cute. He's doing the caramel dancing! Wow, you guys really haven't seen these guys before? That's kind of crazy. That's actually a little wacky to me. That makes me feel emotions that you guys don't recognize these characters. It was in 2013. That's not that long ago. Have you guys seen Dave? Please tell me you guys have seen Dave. Dave was more popular than John, so, like, you guys have seen Dave, right? Like, you guys have seen Dave, right? Please tell me you've seen Dave. Please tell me you've seen Dave Strider. Please tell me you guys know who Dave Strider is. That's a newer art of Dave. Please tell me you've seen Dave. You recognize Dave, right? No, it's not 10 years ago. No, it's not 10 years ago. It was like 5 years ago. You guys haven't seen Dave? Have you guys seen Jade? Have you guys seen Jade Harley? Do you guys know Jade? Do you guys know Jade? Do you know her? She's a dog. Please tell me you know Jade. Please tell me you know who Jade is. Have you ever read Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff? I owned the physical printings of Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff, Ghost. Don't ask me if I've read Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. I've read Humanimals. I've read Whistles in the Starlight Calliope. Don't look at me. Okay, I need you guys to know, whenever I say, hooray! Like, I don't know if I've done that before, but I say hooray like that. I am quoting Whistles in the Starlight Calliope. Oh my god, you guys don't know what fucking Homestuck is. I don't feel good. That does not feel good to me. That does not fucking feel good to me. No, you're not stupid. You guys just, like, weren't here for Homestuck. Wow. I don't feel good. That's not a good feeling, guys. The fact that you guys don't know Homestuck. Oh, this is not... Yeah, it wasn't that long ago, but the fandom fell off super hard. Like, super duper hard. So, like, I don't blame people for not knowing it. But, like, the fandom fell off so hard that I guess it makes sense that you guys don't know it. Because it fell off so hard, it lost all cultural relevance it had. That really makes me feel things. Because this was a massive fandom, and they fucked it up so bad If you guys, oh, Rico wanted to, hi, Rico. Well, that's so cute. I'm glad you popped in to say hi to Rico. Rico's really cute and comfy, isn't she? She's very cutesy wootsy. Has Rico gotten her new model yet? She was talking about getting a new model like ages and ages ago. Oh, Rico Kumai. She's another VTuber that I follow on here. She's pretty cute. She's very cute and she's very comfy wumpy and she streams at like in this time slot. So yeah, she's really, really cute. Actually, here, let me go back to AyubaTube. Rico Kumai. Here she is. Why am I not subscribed to Rico? I was subscribed to Rico. This is the second time YouTube has unsubscribed me. I'm so mad. Here's Rico. High key Rico, high key YouTube moment. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, Rico's pretty cute. She's like a teddy bear character. Yeah. I only have barriers from eating magical bread. Yeah, she's cute. She's very cute. Yep, that's Rico. She's pretty cool. She's very cute, very comfy. She had a regular form and her chibi form. Oh, that's cute. Should we subscribe to her? I mean, yeah, if you guys are awake in the middle of the night and you like kind of comfy streamers, yeah. If that's your thing, yeah. Check out Rico. She's very cute. Mm-hmm. What does her new model look like? I don't know. I know that I saw a community post like ages ago. Cause, I was wondering why I haven't seen Rico on my like homepage for a while. And now I know why, because fucking YouTube unsubscribed me. That's the second time I've been unsubscribed randomly from other VTubers. I think that, like, YouTube just, like, sometimes purges you. Hashtag YouTube moment really makes me mad. But yeah, I didn't watch her a lot, but I watched a couple of her streams just because I was, I'm awake in the middle of the night. And I enjoyed what I saw. She's very cute. She doesn't know about the show Invincible. Well, to be fair, I think she's from, like, Thailand. Or she's from, like, the east side of the world. So, makes sense that she doesn't know a lot about, like, Western stuff. There we go, that's cute, right? There we go, that's cute, right? Ah, yes, sticks in the eyes. Have you seen Invincible? No, I haven't seen it yet. It's been on my to-watch list, I just haven't gotten around to it because I don't watch a lot of TV. A few seconds of silence are scary. Yeah, just me just like, staring at the art, yeah. I try very hard not to have dead air, but, nobody's perfect. ... Yuki Koyuki. Tomboy or femboy? Pick your poison. Good question. I don't know. Personality? I don't really have a huge preference, honestly. Staring at the art with your closed eyes? Oh my god. This is why I need to get a PNG tuber, because you guys are gonna keep making fun of me for that, aren't you? It's not my fault! I lose tracking when I look down, okay? It's not my fault, I can't do anything about it! Also, Coco's looking real cute, guys. So everyone, shut your nuts. My answer is still yes, a femboy and tomboy, god. I like both. Yeah, I mean, like, they're all fine. Okay. Unrig the eyes, so I'm just... like that constantly. Is that what you want? Alternatively, I could turn on auto blinking. It's not that hard. Hold on. It's in settings. I open left, auto blinking. Phew! That should do it, right? Okay, so it does, okay, so it still tracks my eyes. It still tracks my eyelids, even if I turn on auto blinking, so that doesn't do anything. Never mind. We're turning off auto blinking. Mm-hmm. Now you just look stoned? I always look stoned. It's because I got those sassy eyelids. God. Ugh. Dude, I don't know what it is, but I am sneezing constantly. There's something in the air here. Brad Stall type beat. That's pretty good, yeah. Oh, that's pretty funny. Okay, so the thing about this line here on Coco is it's supposed to be yeah, it's supposed to be it's this midline here. I don't know what the deal is. I met a stoner girl once. She was an axolotl stoner. Oh, that's freaking cute. I like that. I like that character idea. Can I make an axolotl stoner character and then our axolotl stoner girls can be friends? Is that okay? Is that something you're okay with? Because that sounds really fun. I really like that character concept. Axolotl stoner girl. That's adorable. She can have a little beanie, and then her little beanie, her little gill frills come out of the beanie, on the sides. That would look so cute. She had a shaved head, a gap in her teeth, a thong, and a beanie. Oh, I love it. I want to see your stoner girl. Radbat, are you in the Discord? Can you please drop your stoner girl in the Discord? I want to see her real bad, because that sounds really freaking cute. I've never done a marijuana in my life, but I like the idea of stoner characters, just because I think they're really adorable. I don't have Discord. Oh, I know. I understand. Have you posted your art anywhere that I could see her maybe? Do you have an Instagram or something? Because I just really want to see your stoner girl. I just think that's really cute. Do you have a fur affinity? On YouTube? That's really the only place you post? Oh, gotcha. Have you posted her there? Please, I am filled with axolotl stoner girl lust. I need to see her. That sounds so freaking cute. I'm begging you to post stoner girl. I'm like on my knees. I'm like horny for your axolotl stoner girl. There we go. She's doing it in a Hageo face for the axolotl stoner girl. Hold on, can I do it in a Hageo? I think I need to do a toggle for that one, actually. Would you guys want to see in a Hageo toggle? It's true, I didn't rig my tongue. I didn't actually put a tongue in this, it's just my just vaguely pink in there. Look, I just didn't want to have to worry about more and more shit to rig when I was rigging this, okay? I'm valid. I'm correct and valid, and I'm so lazy. I'm the laziest motherfucker alive, and I'm so cool and sexy for it. Oops, wrong layer. There we go. Bug tuber. No, alien tuber. Mushroom tuber. I'm not a bug. I'm not a weird little bug girl. I'm not an anime bug girl. No flack on anime bug girls unless you're crony, but like, I'm not a bug girl. I got creepy little bug fingers that don't make me no bug. There's Coco. That's cute, right? That's cute, right? Right? Merge the layer, Kronk! Wrong layer! Obligatory question about your art program. Clip Studio Paint. I'm using Clip Studio Paint EX. Yeah. Menu Plus featuring Stoner. Yes, show. Hold on. Show me, I'm all in. Show me how to break me in. At. Yes! Thank you for adding me! Liz! She's so cute! What is he? Look, I'm gonna show everyone Liz. Look at Liz! Look at Liz! Oh, she's so cute! This is one of my 3 weed-smoking girlfriends. I love her! Oh my god, I love Liz. I freaking love Liz. Thank you for showing me Liz. Oh yeah, let me like it. Okay, I dropped you a like. Here. I dropped a like. Everyone can see I dropped it. I liked it. I liked it! Oh, this is so freaking cute. I love her. Very, very cute OC you've got there. 10 out of 10. Her favorite pizza is buttery noodles, candy cane, and hot mustard. That's so stoner food. I love that. That's so good. I love it. That's very good. Dude, Coco took for freaking ever to ink because she's got all these little tiny details. I'm saving. See how, see, I'm saving. I saved it. Yes. I love her. She's so cute. She's like kind of sexy too. I like it. Okay, I finished inking Coco. That's all I care about. We'll do Cheese and Mr. Harriman next stream. Probably tomorrow. I'm going out tomorrow. We're going to the arcade again. So probably, same bat time, same bat channel. Yes. I want to make her like a girlfriend. I think that'd be very fun. And then they can be girlfriends. And they can kiss. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll do Cheese and Mr. Harriman, And yeah, I'll just catch you guys then. Same bat time, same bat channel. Do I have anything else I want to say? Not really, no. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna go either play video games for a little while or work on Furby. And yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. She's a gamer spider roommate. I love it! I love it! I love gamer roommates. It's so fun. It's so great. Cool. Yeah. Okay, bye! Bye! I'll see you on the flip side, my Mycelium gang!